Now, your project,
Yes.
the name?
The name.
11th Hour.
11th Hour.
Okay. So it is being released. The first single is being released
Yes.
this week.
This week, May 24th.
So yeah.
Yes.
Be ready for that.
Be ready.
We're wondering, so 11th Hour, I think that is a loaded term.
Loaded.
So it could mean a lot of things to a lot
Yes.
of people. But obviously we want to know what it means to you
Ugh.
and what it means, because this is a DIY project.
Yes.
These are all your songs.
Yes.
From beginning to end. Was there some sort of sense of urgency in the project itself?
Mm-hmm.
Was a sense of urgency from your life? You know,
yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that we're getting from 11th Hour.
Yeah.
Like, this is, it's go time. So, am I picking up on that correctly?
Yes.
What does that mean to you?
You are. 11th Hour. So I spend a lot of my life, and I'm sure many people can attest to this, a lot of my life working hard in other areas to try to get to one area, my creative area. So working hard here and there to try to get here, versus working hard here and trusting in the process. I spent a lot of my life making that mistake, not trusting it. And in those being over here and being over here, I was never in my own place. I was never in the place that I belonged. And while I would be out of place, shit would happen. And no matter what would ever happen, it didn't matter what would ever happen. It was always in that last 11th hour that I feel, and I'm a spiritual person, I'm a believer, I have no titles, but I do believe in God. God would come through and he would come through for me in that 11th hour. And every single situation, which you will hear about on these songs, whether I was going through something on whether I was going through something on a relationship level, whether I was going through some confusion in relationships, whether I was speaking up and standing up for myself, whether I was like in some kind of false love situation, no matter what, it was always in that 11th hour, God would come in and help me in so much of a way that I didn't need to stay in that shitty situation for too long. Thank God. Like, I could still be in half of those situations right now if it weren't for that 11th hour. And so I feel like it's all coming together, because even at the end of the rope of going left for so long or going right for so long, and now me pivoting to just going forward, I'm literally at the end, and shit has fallen apart so many times, but in that 11th hour, it's always come back together. Hopefully that makes sense. It's a lot of words.
I think it makes I think it makes sense, and I think it speaks to the idea of having faith in something, even if it's not necessarily the thing that you were taught.
Yeah.
However it shows up in your life.
Yes.
And with that, the first song that you're releasing is called Crossroads.
Yeah.
And I did get a chance to listen to it.
Crossroads.
Got a sneak peek for it.
Yeah.